Isha.
Well, since that's out of the way, Mr. Faztastic, I'm gonna make two videos in one day and fucking break the seal real quick. Um, Welcome to the Instant Revolution podcast, episode 110. I'm Dave, Steve, Mr. Running for the
Ish.
YouTube Hall of Fame in fucking whatever 2025.
Yeah, boy.
So we're live. At least we're not having technical problems. You can see us tonight, and you know we're here. So that way, Yannick, Ty, yeah, I saw you in here. I know there's more. I think Joe was in there. So yeah, Joe, Puma Man gets the play tonight. I love the Puma Man and whoever the doctor was from fucking Halloween down there. He's the villain in that movie. So if nothing else, please go and watch. Type in Puma Man flying scene on YouTube. You want to laugh? If you're feeling down like me, that will fucking lighten your day very quickly, because if you've seen Plan 9 from Outer Space and the flying saucer that goes like this, like it's a Jiffy Pop fucking popcorn thing, Puma Man flying with a scene that's like Kitty Wampus, and he's going this way, and like it's worth 5 minutes of your life. If you've watched some of the people that were in the placeholder, if you watch some of that stuff, you can you can watch 5 minutes of Puma Man. So I digress. Soapbox retract.
Anybody like the new name down there in the bottom still? We have chair. We might as well have hashtag door.
That's me. Dog duty, guys. It never ends.
We're gonna keep that name up for the evening.
That's me. I like to hit myself in the head with that door after losing that auction tonight. But que sera, sera.
Things happen for a reason.
Yeah, man, that was a tough one.
Things happen for a reason. It wasn't meant to be.
Nostrovia, we'll go from there.
Case in point, the one I snagged the other day. It wasn't meant to be at the time, but it was meant to be eventually. And that's all the information that you get. I won't even tell the story.
Well, that's something you don't see all the time.
Yellow printing plate.
Is
Who's
that
that in the middle?
King Felix.
Okay. Yeah, Bob Gibson at the top.
Bob Gibson has a pretty signature.
That's one of the ones you threw up on Instagram, wasn't it?
I've got, I think, one or two more pictures. I looked through the JJ's the other day, and at least the first box. And I took a picture of a 101. I know that's going to limit it to a handful of cards, but
yeah, one of 365 or something along those lines.
It seems like that much.
Okay, maybe not that many, but
in that neck of the woods. I mean, maybe the outskirts. Put that up again, I'm sure, at some point here. Thankful for sellers that take best offers when you should just hit the buy it now, but cheap ass.
We got Yannick asking questions. Hey, by the way, Yannick, it is November. Last time I checked, we're coming up actually on December. Looking at my watch here. Don't forget, we're going to hold you to coming on the show. Calling you out. Yeah. Calling you out.
Laying down the gauntlet.
So, I'll take the first stab at the question. Good answers only. Well, we're talking about food, so anything food related is going to be a good answer with this crew.
I was gonna say it's gonna derail the topic. We're kind of over now.
I'll take the first stab. I'll actually say two things, and I'm going to specify why I'm going to throw two things because I won't say it's specific, but before my grandmother passed, her sweet potatoes, loved them. What people would call candied yams, but you know, we called them sweet potatoes still in our house.
Same here.
But since, of course, she's passed, we no longer really do them anymore. But the other thing that I have to have on my plate for Thanksgiving is green bean casserole. Not everybody's favorite, but man, I love it. Vinny?
My brother's lasagna. I know, it just screams Thanksgiving. But he used to make a 13 cheese lasagna, and he would slice meatballs and put the meatballs in there. And sometimes he'd slice the Italian sausage, put it in there. Melts in your mouth like Holy Communion. It's just, but this time around, I told my folks, don't cook nothing. I said, I'm going to go to Pizza Wagon. I'm buying 5 pizzas. And I'm going to Two Brothers, and I'm buying a Sicilian and a New York style. And I said, that's what I'm eating for Thanksgiving. Don't make me nothing. I want pizza. That's all I want. I want freaking the 2 joints back in PA that I want. And I bought a ham for Haley and Zach to have here because they don't, and a turkey breast. So they're all equipped. If they don't go anywhere, they can cook in. But I'm looking forward to eating pizza.
Unmute.
I'm the one who was muted. I was
Yes.
the one who was muted.
Oh, I'm like, I can hear myself and everything looks normal.
Vinny, would you like to answer that question?
That was me doing a video. I found two in one day. I had Brad's package sitting there, and I'm like, screw it. I'm gonna get this done, and I'm gonna do it. So I did it. And then C got her homework done. I said, "You want to do a video?" She's like, "Sure." And then I told her today, I said, "We got 59 views and 7 subscribers." She about fell out of her bed this morning before school. She goes, "People love us." I said, "Allegedly."
You get more views on your videos than I do. And I've been around a hell of a lot longer than you have been.
Yeah. 59 views on 2 videos. Ain't bad.
I think I just hit 48 on mine. But yet I have, I'm right under, 900 subscribers, give or take. But most of those are dead. So it doesn't really matter. Not that I try and branch myself out by any stretch of the imagination.
At least you and Brad are going up in subscribers. I think I've been at like 750 for 4 years. I mean, it's literally right at within 10 of 750. It's always right there. Which
no,
again,
no, Yannick. He's 2 videos in one day. Vinny has broken his video cherry 2 times.
Yeah.
In the same day.
He's gonna have to put up his
link.
username, because I know a couple people are asking about that. Like, what the hell's your username?
Yeah, I couldn't find it originally. I'm like, I thought I knew exactly because it's Uncle Vinny and C, but there's some additional letters somewhere in there on the YouTube channel name itself. So we'll make sure he links it before we get too far into the show.
I think the last
So
I saw was Carlos asking about it, like, what's the channel name? And that would have been
So-
Saturday-ish.
yeah. So Vinny, make sure you link your channel in the comments.
Oh,
So Dave, your time to answer the question.
And again, I like a few traditional things, but I don't do a traditional Thanksgiving. It's usually just me. Trista's with her family. Naomi, I think, will come over later. I either make like a stir fry or fajitas. If I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna have leftovers, I want to have food that I like and that I have leftovers that I want to eat. I like green bean casserole to a degree. I don't want to eat it for 3 days. Chicken noodle soup, chili, I can do that. Fajitas, stir fry, they won't last 3 days. They will be gone. I usually just make some sort of mac and cheese, and that's usually gone quick. Not homemade. I probably could, and it'd be better, but it's probably going to be the Cheetos, the jalapeno mac and cheese. I like that a lot in the box, and it's not super cheesy like Velveeta. You have to cut out probably half of the thing of cheese, and I love cheese, but it's not for me a natural cheese. And then if I do make turkey, I don't really eat it the first day. I'll have a turkey breast. I'll do that, slice it up, put it in the fridge, and cold turkey sandwiches. But if we're talking Thanksgiving Day, one of my favorites, and probably I don't know how it will be reacted to in the room. I love deviled eggs. I can fucking eat a plate of those, and I mean that I could just sit there and mow them down. That's something again we had as when I was a kid. I'd eat half the thing, and then you get the bad farts, and I mean that's just like a bonus. So people go away, rip some ass, and this smells like sulfur. And that's a plus. I don't want to be around you. I just want to eat. Give me space. And if you don't give me space, I got the space heater behind me. So
Hashtag facts.
but yeah, the deviled eggs, and then like whatever I make is the main course. Because then I'll do. I think I've got two types of the fajitas I'm gonna make: the chicken and steak. The mac and cheese. I'm gonna have green beans. Green beans. I can eat those things by like a 5-pound bag. Either fry them up with a little garlic, butter, and then if you have bacon, we do that at Trista's quite often. Make some bacon, then do it in the bacon grease, or just out of the can. I can eat them like baked beans you would over a campfire. Just eat up the can, and I'm good. I don't have to have it fancy. And I do ramen noodles, the picante chicken, but I do them dry. Cook them, drain them most of the way. Have a little water in there. Sprinkle the seasoning on top. Toss them around, and very good. Mashed potatoes, they're always great.
Dave's just going to talk about food. He doesn't have a favorite. He's going to just go down the gauntlet, throw it all down.
We had baby reds today, and it was out of like the container, which I think Bob Evans, which it's a good, but I'd rather do it. Crush the baby reds, put the heavy cream in there, salt, pepper, and then whip them as they're like sort of cooking on the stove. That's probably better, but at the same time, I don't want to sit and spend all my time in the kitchen. I really don't want to. It should have a long time
That's-
ago, but yes. That-
That's the one thing I'm actually looking forward to on Thursday. We're hosting Thanksgiving, which sucks, but with Laura's sister being here, most likely I don't have to help in the kitchen. So I'll be across the street at my neighbor's who's frying our turkey this year.
Okay.
So I'll be hanging out in his garage, killing a few beers while the turkey is being fried. So,
Be supervising.
yep, he offered to fry us up our turkey this year. Of course, what's interesting is we're also doing ham, which if I had my choice of leftovers, I'd rather have ham sandwiches and not turkey sandwiches. So Laura placed an online order for Walmart, Kroger, I don't remember, whatever it was. She ordered like a half a ham, 7, 8 pounds.
Yep.
Whatever. Obviously the person didn't look in the right spot or they didn't have them. We have a fucking 20-pound ham sitting in the freaking refrigerator.
Well, you're going to have enough meat for sandwiches for a while.
This is true. This is true. So, yeah. 12-pound turkey, which is, average, but 12-pound turkey and a 20-pound ham. But I think we're going to have like 20 people in this house. So be thinking about me, please.
Be thinking, oh God, I'm thankful I'm not Steve. That's going to be a lot of people there. You better kill me a lot of beers supervising that turkey.
Yep.
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 Eric, you're out of luck tonight. I have nothing.
Dave could share his one that he shared or showed us earlier, but that's all he's going to get.
Here, I could say this. Go watch my 2 videos. You'll see some hockey cards.
Hashtag facts. So Yannick, good question to start off the evening per se. I guess it kind of goes in line with what we were thankful for as it pertains to food on Thanksgiving.
Before we get to that, I want to know opposite. What can't you stand on the Thanksgiving table? Mealtime rolls around.
Stuffing. I hate stuffing.
You and Trista.
I hate it.
You and
I
Trista.
hate it. My grandmother's was all right, and she did cornbread stuffing. Hers was all right, but like no, I can't do it.
Blasphemer.
To what?
I said blasphemer.
Oh, go in timeout. How dare you claim that to be blasphemous?
Because the 2 things you like, the candy yams or the sweet potatoes and the green bean casserole that you like, I can't stand either one. of
Okay,
them.
so that's blasphemous in my house. So
I know. I'm just yanking your chain. Good Lord. To quote
just-
Ed Weskergriff.
it's just one of those. It's not that it's horrible. It's not that I don't know if it's a texture thing. I don't know. I don't
See-
eat cranberries, and I don't do cranberry sauce, but it's not. It doesn't bother me to be at the table. But yeah, stuffing is no, can't do it. I can't even take a bite of it.
It's got to be the actual cranberries. It can't be the gel glop that just slides out of the can.
But that's what my grandfather loved.
Yeah. That's
So
what my
that's-
aunt loves.
So
That's what
that's
we
what
had
we
to have.
always had. That's what we always had. I've seen fresh cranberries. I'm not a huge cranberry person, anyways. I don't do cranberry juice unless I feel a UTI brewing. But outside of that, can't do it. Can't do it. So, Vinny, what's the one thing? Well, you already answered. So, no candied yams or sweet potatoes or
I don't
green
mind
bean
anything.
casserole.
I don't mind anything on the table. I'm meat, potatoes, and stuffing, and some corn if it's there. Bada bing, and the lasagna. That was my thing, you know. And then my brother would make big ziti or like a rigatoni with cheese melted all over it. And then my mother makes because she likes it, macaroni and cheese. She'll make a homemade one of those, and those are really good. But I think we had Thanksgiving in this house here one time when my aunt and uncle came, and we made everything for them, and we were like, afterwards. And I was like, get the smallest amount possible because I want no leftovers. My aunt and uncle came the next day, they ate leftovers. I got a Dearborn ham. Jeff's familiar with the Dearborn hams. They're spiral cut and they're like honey glazed.
We have honey baked ham down here.
Yeah. Well, we do too, but we have Dearborn ham, which is 100 times better, in my opinion. But,
Potato.
hey, do what you got to do, man. It's wherever you are. But that's my favorite to make on a, like Dave's, like you said, I'd rather have ham than turkey, because when we wouldn't have Thanksgiving, there's 80 freaking people at the house when I was a kid. You'd eat turkey hash for freaking 22 days in a row. My dad get a turkey, my grandpa would get a turkey, my aunt get a turkey. We'd have Malinsa, which is this cracker stuff, right? You bake it in a sheet, and then you put it in the juice of the turkey or the ham. And they made that every year, and they eat it. It's looks like wet dough, but they love it. So they ate that, and then you made pieces of toast with turkey and gravy on it, and everybody ate that for like 6 days, 7 days in a row. I'm like, nah, that's the one thing leftovers from the holidays is no. I can't take it unless it's ham. It's got to be that Dearborn ham, even regular ham. I after 2 days, I'm like, I'm done. I can't do it. I don't like leftovers anyhow because I ate them for 29 years, and I'm like, I've had enough. So I tried to make everything in proportionate so we don't have leftovers unless it's pasta, because I'll eat pasta every day because look at me. I don't turn carbohydrates down. I don't know what that was, but okay.
Well, you did it, so I figured it was like,
that's what I don't know why I did it.
Is it like a
It was like me doing my video. I'm like, where do I put my hands? And then I realized I shot it in PlayStation 1 vertical like this because I only had a vertical stand like Dave did. And I'm like, I know I have a tripod somewhere, so next time I'll shoot it like this. I'm like,
or better yet, use a computer with a camera in it.
But I didn't want to show my face on my channel yet. I don't know why. Here it's easy.
Nope, nobody's seen you.
Okay, hold up.
I know. It sounds weird, doesn't it?
Everybody who is watching your videos for the most part knows what you look like.
Yep.
Hello.
I know. McFly, you in there.
It's not Ed where you
I got
or whatever. Nobody knows what you look like. You've been on here for a couple times now, so if
several
people don't know what you look like, they better talk to Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder, because they got to go to new optometrists.
This is true. I don't know why, but it was easy just to use my phone and do it that way. And I just wanted to do them because I said, dang it, I'm going to do it today. And I locked myself in the office, and upstairs office, and that's where I did it because my office is still. I was cleaning for the past 2 days that I've been off and working still, but I tried to get as much done. I cleared off a shelf that I could put more binders in. I thought that was the greatest accomplishment since sliced bread because when I get back, now I can move all the stuff from one place to another, and then I could get into more other stuff. So my goal is,
to move it again at some point because you didn't like it there and you want to put some.
No.
It's a constant shift and rearrange.
Yeah, it is. But I had 2 TVs underneath this other desk that I have in the office that I could use to actually video. So I got those out and taken those to my dad. And then I moved a bunch of other stuff. And then I brought stuff upstairs and put it in my closet upstairs. So I'm like, ooh, I have room to put more cards in here. Just what my wife wants. More cards. Because she threatened me if by January 1 I don't have all of them organized.
Well,
Jeff, we're having a fire sale. Just look for the yard with all my cards sitting out front on the table.
Note to self: book trip to Michigan December 31st so I can be at Vinny's house come January 1. Okay. Got it.
See if there's like a VRBO next door.
Oh, there's better half. She's bringing out boxes.
Got the table up.
No, she'd make me bring them out. I'd have to do my own demise.
Run over with the handful of dollars. I got them. Pick clubs from the track. Are these winners?
Everybody, you get a card, you get a card, you get a card, you get a card. Everybody gets a card.
So, Vinny, if that happens, you need to let me know. I'll try and figure out a way. I'll just ship them down here to Texas, and I'll keep them safe for you.
There's a lot, but I now the cards aren't a big thing. Like I emptied my desk at work because we're moving buildings, so that's a box. Then I still have a box where we moved offices the first time from Auburn Hills to my current office. So I got that box. Then I got 2 boxes from this office that's over this way that I had to move downstairs. So there's 6 boxes of that stuff that I got to just go through, shred, and just be done with it. Once I get through those, I'm going to be good. That's the major thing. It's not even the cards. Once I clear that out, and then I got a box of my old toys from when I was a kid. So I'm gonna get a tub and put those in with C's stuff, so that could be handled. Then I have all my grandfather's World War II stuff. That I want to figure out where to put that so it doesn't get jacked up. So that's going to be in another tub somewhere. And once I get that, then I have all my monster boxes that were in the room that Haley is in now. I had the closet, and all my monster boxes were full of all my commons to make sets. Those are all sitting in a stack. There's 16 of those, of four to 5 rows, with probably every set from 89, 90 to present sitting in there with waiting to be put in pages. So, and then I have several boxes of cards. Like you get the cards and you open them. So I would soft sleeve them and put them back in the boxes. There's about 40 of those sitting in a pile. So I got to take care of them too. So it's going to be, my vacation is going to be basically doing that. And I think I'll have it all done. I should have it all done in about a week if I don't stop, sleep, possibly eat. I'll get a couple bottles. I'll be okay.
That's the only bad part. Doing all that stuff, you just you get burnt out. You don't want to look at cards after that. You're like, fuck cards. I know I get that way. That's why it took me forever with the Josh Johnson project. It's like you do it for 3-4 days in a row. It's like, God, I don't even care what I have anymore. I don't want to see anything. I don't even care what's missing out of here. I know there's stuff that I've got somewhere else that needs to go in. But it's like, I don't care. It's just, I don't want to see another card. That's why I always commend the people that actually run like a card show or card shop that has a lot of inventory. I know 3 Stars down in Roseville, they've got fucking so much stuff. But it's all in Beckett. So you just going in there and you look, it's like, okay, there. But then you're looking back, it's like just walls of whatever, 350 count, 600, 500 count, whatever the regular boxes you used to have as a kid and have the flaps on it and whatever. There's just tons of that stuff labeled whatever year. It's just like, my God, and then to catalog them online, that's no, I can't even. I don't even want to think about that shit. Where it's
That's 2023 is the catalog, because like the better half said, she goes, we need to know what all this stuff is, because
when you meet your if you should meet your demise.
yeah, thank you. But it's like, and then I had all, like last Monday, I went on Amazon and I walked into Better Half's office and I handed her $40. And she goes, what's this for? I said, I made an order on Amazon. And she looked at me and she's like, what'd you buy? I bought 2 rows. I think they were 10 or 12 2-row boxes, which will take care of everything that's on my desk that's overflowed, everything on my credenza that has where I used to shoot my Instagram stuff. So that'll be cleared off. So I can get back and put some stuff on Instagram finally.
So
And then
you're saying your Instagram setup will be cleared out and it'll be a new setup.
Correct. It will be the previous setup with some more lighting. So I ordered those and they were supposed to be here last Wednesday. Well, I must have not read it right. They didn't ship till today and they'll be here tomorrow. A lot good it's going to do me tomorrow because I won't be here. So hey, I told Haley, I said it'll be probably a big old box with a bunch of things. I said throw them in the office and I'll get them when I get home. So that week I'm off next Monday. So next Monday I plan to take everything that's on my desk and then put it in there. Then I have all those cards my dad gave me that were in, I think, 6 rows. They were 6-row monster boxes that he got at an auction for $10. And I went through and I pulled out all the really good cards, but there's tons of vintage in there from the 70s. So what I'm planning to do is go back and look at good old Caesar's videos. And he's always looking for commons to put in his sets. Hopefully he's at National and I'm going to be like, Caesar, Merry Christmas, buddy. I'm going to give you some cards. Hopefully they fit in your sets, because I know he's putting together every Topps run, and I know they're not, and he's one of those, I don't care what condition they're in. I don't, because some of them are pretty jacked, but if they could help him finish his set, and it's Bobby Joe Billaboni from the New York whatever here. So I'm going to put those in a box and get those ready and take them to National with me, and hopefully he's there, and I'm going to be like, here, these are better with you than me, and my wife will thank him for it.
Yeah,
because it's not my cup of tea. And I know there's 80, there's 70, 77, 78, there's 79, there's 83, there's 82, and then there's a ton of junk wax. And the junk wax will I don't know what I'll do with that, but it's just like that other stuff that's older, or if it's tops. I don't know if he has all those top sets. If he doesn't, I'll Merry Christmas. Here's stuff that I know somebody would appreciate it. That's what I look for. It's like Brad. I had a stack of stuff for Brad for Christmas, and I got what I got, and I'm like, oh, yeah. Vinny's got stuff in the archives. He does not live by Lemieux alone. So I went back and I found 6 or 7 cards. And then I said, ooh, I forgot I had this. This is gonna equate a lot better than what I had. I said, he's gonna want to punch me, just like I wanted to punch him when I got that Malkin and that Barrasso. So stack's a little bit more weighted. And then now I got to come back and get the old Cardboard Underground. I got stuff for him, but I'm not next year. And then I still got to get so much other stuff together. Some people are hard to buy for. Some people are hard to buy for. You have to figure it out.
I'm just a tourist.
Yeah, just keep opening your mouth so I know.
Not anymore.
No, I'm pretty good. I got enough.
No, you're done. Everybody's done. No mas.
Well, I got enough for you to be dangerous for the rest of my days. I got enough for there he is. What's going on, Paul? I got enough for you two to be dangerous. I got enough for Robert to be dangerous.
Oh, I didn't tell you I'm changing my PC effective January 1 of 2023. And I'm not telling anybody. I'm not going to show any cards. That's my goal for next year. I'm not going to show any cards.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
I'll show them for you.
You'll show them for me. Okay.
I went to look. The only thing I didn't have else that I didn't open, I have a package from Ed that I've kept sealed for probably 7 months. So I'll be doing another video opening that up with C because it is for C from Ed. So
I know what that is.
You know what that is. So I gotta open that. I don't know where I put the friggin' package. It's in that office. I know it's there, but there's so much, literally so much stuff there that it either slid or I put it somewhere and it'll be safe here. It's like my dad with the router I gave him. I put it in a safe place, son. Where'd you put it?
In a safe place.
Yeah.
For 2 years. Can't find it. In the middle of the day, my phone rings. It's my dad. I'm like,
oh shit, what's going on?
Mary Mother in the heavens. I found that router. I'm like, you what? I found that router that I said I put in a safe place that I wouldn't forget. I found it. You called me at 11:37 a.m. on a work day in the middle of the week to tell me you found a router. Nothing's wrong. Everything's okay. Mom's fine. Brother's fine. You're fine. Aunt and uncle fine. Other brother fine. Other aunt and uncle okay. Nobody's dead in the family. You found a router. 11:36 p.m. Yep, found a router. Just thought I'd tell you. It was on my mind and thought I'd give you a call, son. I love you, Dad. Okay. I'll talk to you tonight. All right.
So just to clarify the story, Dad calls at 11:37 a.m., but he also called at 11:36 p.m. Which one is it?
11:36 a.m.
You went from a.m. to p.m. You went from a.m. to p.m. I just gotta ask.
Well, I'm a little scattered today.
If you can bust my stones,
yeah,
I can do the same.
Potato,
Yeah.
potato.
I heard that, and I'm like, what? I'll go with it.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody here.
No, I'm gonna call his ass out. If
Oh, I
he's
know.
gonna call me out, I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna get him.
I don't blame you. My brain is. I made a checklist this morning, and I've been running through it till
Right before the show.
right before, literally right, and then I missed that card because I got a wild card. I didn't think I'd have to wash coats at whatever time it was, and I'm like, okay. So I went down there and washed coats, and now I have to go down there in 6 minutes and switch loads to put Haley's stuff in because she's got to go to work tomorrow and at 4:30. So I told her I'd throw her stuff in the washer. So
Things happen for a reason. It was not meant to be yours at this time.
I know.
I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but sometimes that's the way you have to look at it.
Well, it's like I got that adrenaline premiere date finally. And when it went off, I was in the middle of Sam's Club like 4 weeks ago, and it went for like $170. Well, I paid half of that when I got it this week. And I was in the middle of watch and see it goaltender practice. So it all happened due time. There's 20. I've seen 4 copies go. There's 21 other ones out there. If not, the other ones, somebody will buy it now and try to make double what they paid for it. And I'll gladly pay it. I'll pay the $72 for it, number to 25, finish my run other than the ones and call it a day. It'll all happen in the universe. Like all the influence say, I'll manifest it into the universe. It'll appear. You just got to have the positive waves.
I paid less for this card than what it went for the first time.
Well, see, like you said, we'll manifest it into the universe.
The only thing I will tell you, it is a 1-on-1.
Well, even better.
So
I don't think I have any 1-on-1s. Dave's got me with a 2 or 3. I think that's my lowest one. 4, maybe 4.
well,
And then I know I have one number to 5.
You've got
you
that
do
patch,
have a. What was that, Dave? Sorry.
that patch from Leaf, that jumbo patch. That's the 4.
Yeah.
You do
That-
collect a fairly popular player, so it's a little bit more difficult to.
But what's funny, whoever they are, I know they don't do YouTube videos because there's not much out there on him as far as people showing what they got on YouTube. So Instagram, I see a lot of patches and a lot of autos, but you don't see the Pacific cards numbered to 68 that are ridiculously hard to find compared to a patch numbered to 25. You see 5 or 6 of them, but that blue, I think it's Pacific titanium, private stock titanium, I've seen 3 in 5 years. I see other patches, they're numbered to 50. I see 10, 15 of them. They'll come around again. And at Expo, I saw enough cases where there's stuff that I've looked for. I'm like, I could just go to Expo and get that. So it all happened when it happens. I got my list. I keep checking stuff off. When I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Whatever.
He's making a list, checking it twice. Everybody needs to report.
I got this to fill the suit. And this is getting whiter. This isn't even gray anymore. It's white. So
It's all a facade. It's all a facade.
Santa Vinny's coming to town. He's making the list. He's checking it twice.
Damn, now he's gonna start singing.
He's got a crowbar behind his back, so you better be nice. Santa Vinny's coming through town.
I think this is the most he's talked on an episode in quite some time.
The dogs are sleeping. Don't screw it up for me.
Well, don't say anything.
I was here to say, why the hell did you say it then?
I know. Because I did that last time and I screwed myself. So
Try it again. That'll work.
What's going on, Steve?
There you go. That dog's also.
It's a Doge squishy.
Nice stress ball. I'll harken back to the what I hate on the table. There you go. Exactly. Not a surprise.
See?
What I hate on the table for Thanksgiving, olives. I fucking hate olives. I'll have one and I'm good for the year. Green. It can't be black. I don't want black olives. I'm with Vinny. I'm not a sweet potato guy. I don't like them. I just don't. Give me regular potatoes, I'll fucking eat them. I'll eat a bag of them. Sweet potatoes, I just never have done anything for me.
Cinnamon, butter.
Yeah, if I want cinnamon, I'll have a cinnamon roll. If I want butter, I'll have a regular roll. That's all. Or mashed potatoes. I'll put butter on there. Stuffing. I don't like in the butthole of the turkey when it's all like the slimer. Give me a scoop of stovetop or a couple scoops. I'm good. And that again, that's for the year. I don't need just a couple of them. Maybe a little crunch on top, and I'm perfectly fine. And that's not something that I search. And then the most probably unpopular answer, I don't care about pumpkin pie. I just don't.
I like it, but I have to admit, so my first wife, her grandparents, her grandmother made a pumpkin pie from scratch that was to fucking die for. And it's one of those in which I loved that so much that I can still eat pumpkin pie.
Okay.
I prefer pecan or chocolate pie. And by chocolate pie, it's the easiest thing in the world. Graham cracker crust and fucking chocolate pudding. That I could eat. I could eat the whole damn pie. Very simplistic, very easy, nothing special about it. Graham cracker crust, chocolate pudding. I don't even have to have Cool whipped cream. I don't have to have any of that. Just make the pie and give me a spoon. I'm good.
Usually my mom would make her, when we had Thanksgiving there way back when, it'd be like a blueberry dessert. The graham cracker crust type crap on the bottom, the canned blueberries, and then like marshmallow fluff on top, or what is it called? The marshmallow cream, whatever. And I think there's something else, maybe more graham cracker crumbles on top, and it's like you put it in the like glass, what, a 9x13, something like that, and then in the fridge, like overnight, let it cool, sort of stabilize, and that between me and my brother, we could eat a whole pan of that within like 5 minutes. It's just like when Christmas rolls around and he comes up and his wife comes up and his kids, now kids, and then Naomi and I will go over there and Grandma will be there, and she's basically got to make 2 pans of it. 'Cause, I mean, that will be, you can get if you're diligent, maybe like 8 squares out of there. But usually I'm trying to take like a good third of it on my plate right away. Like I just get a paper plate, put it on there, and I'm like, this is going behind me right now.
See, I can't do blueberries.
Oh, and pie, no, but that dessert is just fucking. It's not like overbearing with anything, which it's nice because I don't super sweet or tart or runny from any like blueberries and nothing. It's everything because it's sat in the fridge or whatever. It's just perfect.
I don't know why she's telling us to shush.
I
It's
think
not like it's not
I
like
don't-
Vinny can't go back and watch the replay and see that she did that.
I'm like, well, he might watch it, but that would be the recommendation. If you've got a card going off and you don't have like Gixxon, and if you do the manual bidding, set a timer on your phone for like a minute or two before the auction goes on. If it's something you desperately need, want, desire.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
I've done that
that's
a
great
couple
advice.
times. I mean, I've done that a couple times where it's like I want to make sure if I die, that's fine. I can't control that. Maybe events and steps leading up to the death could have been prevented, but not eating a bag of chips every day, not a little bag, or not eating like 6 ramen noodle things in one setting, and but set the alarm on your phone for card goes off at 7:42. Set it for 7:40, and then with the alarm, just put eBay card. Good to hear, Steve.
That's freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. Fantastic to hear, man. Be good to see you back to.
Making some video.
Yeah, let's not have repeats and let's not break elbows and shit.
Yeah, no more jumping. We try
Now-
that now. You're breaking an elbow, you're breaking your back and a leg, and you're gonna be laid up for a while.
Yeah,
Worth it.
we're not getting any younger.
No, no.
If you're talking to us, you're on mute, by the way. Obviously, he wasn't. He was talking to the better half. Just making sure.
Talking to God, went up there.
So we've talked about food, which of course is most of the best things about Thanksgiving. All about the food.
Say it again.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Same to you, better half.
I wasn't in another room.
And yes, I know she can't hear us, but you can tell her we said same. My drink of choice this time of year, the same drink of choice any time of year, whether it be this
Whatever's in the fridge that's cold.
or a good Makers and Coke. I don't have to have a special occasion to have a special drink. Eggnog I don't do, so none of that
No.
kind of garbage crap. I stick with the tried and true from
Right
the
there.
alcoholic stuff.
Melon Gatorade. That's or wild cherry Pepsi. That's literally what keeps me going in the day.
Or a Mike's Hard Lemonade from time to time. Wasn't it Mike's that you like?
It's the black cherry I love, but the cranberry's the one that I can drink without it tasting too much like Kool-Aid. You know, get some dancing and some Fortniting, or I'm not up on the shucking and jiving.
Yeah, none of us are. We're not saying anything, Sue.
No, I thought you were talking. I got a clean sheet.
No, eggnog, that's the worst. It's for me
Yeah,
that
that's
tastes
gross.
it's like the consistency of a snag. I don't want that.
I have-
Everything, it's not like I want to have, or like what is it, a Tom and Jerry. It's like the same type of thing. You have the egg based whatever, and I think it's rum.
Door and daughter of Door. What's going on, Carlos?
It and beer wise, it's never. I just like I said, I'd have to actually have a Killian's again. I haven't had one probably in close to 20 years.
Can't say I know what that is.
Killian's Irish Red.
Oh, okay.
You don't.
Dude, I'm not like a fucking like beer or drink connoisseur here.
Well, that's not like some like outlandish. Hey, this isn't like
I've never heard of it.
The northern part of Newfoundland.
I've never heard of it.
Wow. Okay. That's
I don't branch out.
well. No,
I'm very simplistic.
no. That's a lie. You're not simplistic. You're a man of many fancy tastes and armoires and Davenports.
Yes.
The smell of rich mahogany.
The most I branched out is when I went to Canada. As far as tasting different things, only because I was in Canada.
What about like let's say you're going to whatever liquor store. Do you look, or do you
No.
just like I need makers or I need Yingling, Coors, whatever? That's it, and you just like beeline there and beeline out.
I stick with what I enjoy.
I know that, but you don't just like look. You don't like oh
No.
I want to see.
No.
Huh.
No.
Huh. Sehr interessant.
And believe it or not, the wife is the one who actually goes to the liquor store.
Well, I figured because you've said that before when she's there and she picks up whatever. So
Yeah.
when we go, I like to look because that's something I don't do often.
Which
I'm
makes
not-
sense.
I'm not going to the bar or the liquor store like 4 times a week and I'm just like perusing. It's like this is like maybe once every 4, 5, 6 months, and even then, that's probably in the more frequent end. That I would say maybe once or twice a year, if that. And just looking, just like okay, what vodkas are there? I know Absolute, I know Smirnoff, Phillips. I'm like, well, what else? I'm like, I don't know, just to see.
See, so my neighbor across the street, not the couple that we go on vacation with,
Yeah.
but the couple across the street who were closer to mine and my wife's age. He's a big whiskey bourbon drinker. So there's times in which I'll branch out per se. When he's drinking shit on the rocks, I'll try different ones, but it's one of those in which I came across makers. It's something that I can drink. I can shoot it. I can drink it straight. I can drink it on the rocks. I can drink it mixed. It's the only thing that I found in which I could drink it any way possible, and I enjoy it. But it's not like I have a ton of people that I go out with and I'm willing to just run the gambit and try different things.
Mm-hmm.
When you find something that you enjoy, you have a tendency to stay tried and true. You know, Steve mentions Glenlivet. That's something that my grandfather loved, was Glenlivet. I'm not a huge Scotch person.
Mhm.
Never have been. I drank a shit ton of it when I was in Canada, but I also wasn't buying it. So when somebody else is picking up the tab and anybody else want around, sure. Anybody else want around, sure. Ready for another? Sure. You know, I'm not going to turn down free drinks. So in those situations, I'll branch out and kind of, you know, do whatever. But it's not like I like it. It's free booze, and free booze is always good. Doesn't matter what kind it is. Okay, maybe not necessarily true. If
Within
they're
reason.
handing out Mad Dog 2020, then you know that's a whole different topic of conversation. Because that shit's freaking gross. Yeesh. But yeah, outside of that, I stick with tried and true. And you know, for the longest time it was always Coors Light. And if they didn't have Coors Light, Bud Light was sufficient. But the minute Yingling came to Texas, and as long as it's in the store, what does everybody see me drink since last year? It's good shit. And the Yingling Flight isn't bad either, which is the light beer. It doesn't taste like water. So with that, should we actually, or I guess we could wait until Door gets back. At least we're not seeing hashtag Door near as much. He's actually done good. Not sponsored, but should be. This is true, Carlos. This is true. Maybe I ought to reach out to their marketing department. They'd probably sue us.
A cease and desist immediately. Stop talking about our product.
Right? And yes, different scenery. You get to look at the recycle bin and all the tubs and shit of my wife's craft crap because I don't feel like going out front. It's getting cooler. Nowhere near where it is anywhere up north. But I don't feel like going and sitting out front. So I'll sit my ass in the garage in a chair. Vanny, come back.
I'll show this. Too bad Robert wasn't in here. I know he'd enjoy it. That'd be about the only.
Those are the freaking creepiest damn things I've ever seen in my life.
That one. I found it on eBay. So I just typed in the dude. And then that was in Australia. So I paid far too much for it. But it was in 2021 in January that one came out. And a little tag on here has like one of 21.97. The other one is 34.41. So what 1,300 less of this beautiful friend. So again, not that I need that, but it's something that helps when you're feeling like shit. You look at that cocksucker and like, wow, interesting. I knew Naomi saw it and she's like, this is so terrible, but I love it. I'm like, well, you are my daughter, so That makes sense.
So being thankful. And since, Vinny may not have as much opportunity now to soapbox extend, I will go ahead and pass the baton to him first and let him get his off. By all means, anybody in the comments you want to throw stuff out there, feel free to add or pose a question like Yannick did earlier. But soapbox extend.
Love the cardboard. Love the people more. Thankful for the people because, frankly, cardboard's cardboard. Thankful for the idiots in the hobby because it keeps us on our toes and gives us content from the content gods. Thank you. Her
Perfect timing, C. That was fantastic.
Her timing with Bob
Lewis.
is impeccable. What
That
can
it
I
is.
say?
Except you're welcome.
We taught her well. Anything else, or short and sweet? You sticking with?
Thankful for people putting up with the people like us who collect stuff because
Trust me, it ain't easy.
I know that's why I was waiting for. But yeah,
My
That
skin
too.
is turning yellow.
Did she just say her face was turning yellow?
yeah, she has a highlighter.
Oh,
No, I have a pink highlighter.
Oh,
Why don't
interesting.
she
Yeah.
had mustard on her hand. That's why
Oh.
it was yellow.
Gotcha.
this looking?
Dave.
Yes.
Don't yes. You know.
Thankful for my luscious mane of hair. When others are obviously lacking in that department.
Vinny's lack thereof.
Yeah, but I have a rodeo burger. Haha.
Again, I've got this.
Touche.
Carlos throwing out hashtag facts.
Thankful for friends who tolerate me and my unique ways, and thankful for Trista for tolerating me. Semi-thankful for Lilith being alive sometimes. A sweet pup, but
Until she eats chicken sandwiches.
yeah. I don't fucking know how she got in that freezer cooler bag when she can't fucking get up on a couch. I don't know. I have no clue. And again, it wasn't for more than 20 minutes while we ate breakfast. So it's not like she was in there for 2 days. Thankful for the many collections that allow any of the collections never to get too boring, too old, too stale.
Except when you get tired of looking at cards.
But that's, and then I've got a pile of DVDs. All like the Cinematic Titanics, which are the first host of Mystery Science Theater, and then I think 4 other people from it. Dr. Forrester, TV's Frank, the first sidekick for Dr. Forrester that went on to write for The Simpsons, Josh Weinstein, and then Mary Jo Fuel. I've watched maybe one or two of them, but again, they've come down in price so much where those used to be, some of those were like 40, $50 every day, and nothing's been more than 20 right now. I'm sure I'm thankful for more. Probably Naomi enjoying sports. If she didn't like sports, I don't know. It'd be tough to. You could still form the bond and the friendship, the relationship, the whatever, but sports isn't the main catalyst. It's more humor. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think what else I got. The Suburban Sasquatch. I bought that on DVD. And the Fungicide, which are just fucking abysmal. But again, I'll say it, and I've said it before. I'll say it again. I never will stop saying it. I've spent my money on worse. So to get some movies that just made me shake my head and laugh, again, I can do that. That's spend $124 on an SP authentic Josh McCown in April of 2004. You can spend $10 on fucking Suburban Sasquatch and not feel too bad. It doesn't even out. Obviously, I mean, even the Betsy DeVos math is not evening out, but at the same time, I can't feel awful. So instead of
Whatever
spent,
makes you happy.
So thankful people still with DVDs on Mercari, on eBay, Amazon, all these places for sale. So I'm not thankful for them, for Mystery Science Theater releasing 3 more volumes I didn't know about. So now I have to go and spend money on them, which I don't want to do. This is not cheap. They're not like the $10 ones when I can find the old stuff. And we got 2 of the 3 coming in, but it's like $25, $30 each. It is. Like a broken clock. It's right twice a day. That's all that matters. I'm thankful for food. I like food a lot. I'm thankful for t-shirts that aren't fucking like large sizes, and that's it. I need fucking Duluth tent and awning and like shirts that are the size of like a yurt. That's what I need to wear. So I'm thankful that people of like the Bahamas or Bangladesh or Japan or wherever have the sewing power to make those shirts for me and me alone. So I thank you, people of Bangladesh, Bahamas, Japan, Laos, all you wonderful countries that have so much to offer. So thank you. I tip thy hat. Steve.
Sorry, I was also giggling at Carlos's comment. Talking about those smooth segues. I'm thankful that my money tree hasn't taken root, because if it did, I'd be in a world of hurt, or not. Depends on how you look at it. No, in all seriousness, the biggest one, honestly, is thankful that there's nothing majorly wrong with my wife after those episodes back in September. Uh, at least not from a diagnosis perspective. Uh, Still having to take medication, all that kind of stuff. But, you know, thankful for that. I'm thankful that we actually have a neurologist that gives a shit and listens, and trying to also get her migraines in check, which will be the first time since we've been together, for that matter. Let's see. Thankful for, as Vinny alluded to, and Dave for that matter, the friendships. We were kind of talking early before the show went on, and I just stated that families suck sometimes, no matter how close you are or not close. It's those that you find outside of your blood that really can fill a void and, ultimately make you feel special and needed and wanted in this world. So for that, I'm thankful for all those that have, one, reached out in genuine concern for my wife first and foremost, but those that I continue to talk with quite a bit here and there. All y'all know who you are, and it's all because of the IRP. It's when Dave, I should say, approached me about doing this, I never would have expected the connections and the friendships that have come out of this. So I'm thankful for Dave for getting me out of quote unquote YouTube retirement per se, and getting my ass back out here and making videos and hanging out with all you guys. What else? Try not to go too sentimental here. I'm thankful for DJ from eBay for allowing me to acquire 361 cards for the collection. Not that he'll watch this, but that's even stemmed a friendship and a connection. So we text every few days, checking in on each other. So never would have expected a transaction from a purchase would stem a friendship either, for that matter. Let's see. What else would there be? Can't think of anything else really, other than the fact that, for the most part, good health. Still have a roof over my head. We're not drowning. So that's always a good thing to be thankful for. Not going to be so thankful come Thursday, though, with all these people in my house. So like I said, please be thinking about me. I may be drunk come dinner time at 3:00.
In the morning.
Hey, But no, a lot of it really does circle around the fact of the friendships and the connections. I'm not as good as what I should be in reaching out to people proactively, but I have to say, those who continue to reach out and ping me on Instagram and stuff, just know it is appreciated, genuinely appreciated. Not I appreciate you, bro. It is genuine. I do need to get better with reaching out and talking to people more. I don't want to say I'm a lot like Dave and I go partially dark, but there's a lot of times in which, depending on how the workday goes, dictates my mood. And I sure the hell don't want to take things out on my friends when I've had a shitty workday. So for those who give a shit And if you ever get like short answers, just know that's because I had a crap day. I appreciate you reaching out type situation, and I'd love to talk, but I had a really bad day. So just FYI. That's when you know I've had a crap day. So throw me a few jokes, get me a little, get me laughing a little bit, and maybe we can chit chat a little bit more. But it's hard. We all work for a living, and adulting sucks. No, Carlos, not in that way. Good try. Adulting sucks, and sometimes we have to make time to have conversations. And I know that's easier said than done, and we all fall into a rut, or we fall into a situation where we just get lost in the day-to-day crap and don't think to reach out to somebody. Because as we've talked about things before, sometimes a gentle message reaching out when you hadn't heard from somebody in a while to see how they're doing can go a long way. So, soapbox retract. So, I think that covers it for me.
I'd say also
Vinny?
thank you for people that come on the show or have us on their show, even if we haven't been on the show or vice versa for a while. It's always much appreciation for taking
Bro.
the time. No, not bro, Steve.
I was just quoting Carlos.
I'm sure. But yeah, I think if we missed something,
I'm trying to focus.
I'm
Is that
thankful
ghost? Is that Ghost or Dryden?
It's all three of them. I'm
Oh.
thankful for Three Dog Night, not the band.
both. I think that would cover it though.
Thankful for the show itself and the fact that we continue to do this.
I'm thankful for the show setup. I like the setup.
Damn you, Dave. How'd I know that was coming?
You didn't. That's the best part.
You suck.
Hashtag facts.
Hashtag I hate you.
I can do that too.
Wow.
I know.
I wasn't expecting Davitti to go off camera.
Just all of a sudden, there he goes.
Now, Ty, I wouldn't go that far. We may be the cause of cloudy days from time to time.
Is it cloudy as in the sky or cloudy as in a fart cloud?
Wow. Thanks, Carlos, for the compliment. So nice of you. Of course, we could say the same thing about your show when you go off camera,
I gotta refill my beer. Hold on a minute.
yep, I gotta go refill my beer.
But Eric's still on the screen too, so I mean, then it's like a double-edged sword.
Facts. It is getting to be that time of year, though, that I think the neighbors leave the 27th of December, I think. So, Carlos, if I'm still welcome on the show, it'll be sometime around then that I'll make some appearances. No, I did not refill my beer during my absence. My beer is still in the office.
Well, you are the loud, foul mouth drunk.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that one out. But whatever.
Well, the person that quoted that is still trying to figure out technology. So
Facts. That's all right. I'm okay with it. I can carry multiple names that may or may not be relevant.
we're accurate.
Whatever makes somebody feel better, I guess. I mean, we've got door. I mean, we've had chair. We've got door. I mean, we're doing great. Well, it definitely wouldn't be Christmas-ish, but New Year's-ish is a possibility. Would be the first opportunity, but if not, definitely January through March, because they won't be back until sometime in April. So, well, so Vinny, Carlos is saying that you're always welcome on the show because I'm definitely not the hockey oracle. Just
I ain't even
throwing that out
close. That's you. You must embrace the name. You must embrace it. What you have been
there.
given.
No. I denounce that title.
Too late.
Kiss my ass, Benny. So anybody that's still hanging out watching Thanksgiving questions, like Yannick did earlier, anything anybody would like to throw out there as far as what they're thankful for? Would be interested to hear what other people have to say. In all seriousness, of course, I'm directing that at Carlos, not so much anybody else. And I'm thankful that we're working towards finalization of plans for the national.
Monday.
Yep. And you're buying the super VIP for the parking pass, aren't you? Yep. Benny knows what he has to do. I know what I got to do. Yannick's there in Chicago. Look at, hey, score. That's another sweetness. That'll be cool.
We'll have to have like the Because I'm Carlos round table. It's like everybody's gonna be there. Well, hopefully not Eric. Nobody wants to see him.
Screw the Hall of Fame, Steve. They can all kiss my ass.
Yeah, they can fuck off.
Yep. Ty, that's a little morbid to a degree, but I guess if it makes things better for your wife, I guess that's okay. Well, Yannick, if you are there in Chicago, we'll have to definitely find a way to hook up. We're not staying anywhere near the Rosemont. We're
No.
going to be off the beaten path. But it's going to save us a shit ton of money. And I'll leave it at that. That's something I plan on trying to get squared away too here sooner than later. We doing what, Wednesday to Sunday?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I still wouldn't mind going there Tuesday, and but whatever works for you guys too.
Well, because we somewhat partially finalized. So I don't know which airport, but I'll be flying into Michigan. We're renting a car, and it's going to be me, Vinny, and C driving to the National, but we won't leave until Wednesday because part of that has to do with time off for him, though, too. As much as what I'd love to get there a day sooner, what I'm actually probably going to do is fly into Michigan, though, like
Monday.
Tuesday evening. That's kind of the initial plan, but it's still too far in advance. I can't book my damn airfare yet. So but that's at least the current plan. Yes, Vinny, I'm not speaking out of context. No, I'm not right, or no, I'm not speaking out of context. Unmute your mic, because now you're confusing the piss out of me.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay. We are staying out in Sheridan, is where we are. I know people. It's good to know people. But no, staying in a resort in Sheridan, which is like an hour and 10-minute drive. So kind of, it's not like we can't hang around after the show and still hang out with people, but it's a small handful of us crew are gonna room it up, man. Gonna fill the refrigerator with a crap ton of Yingling and Mike's hard cranberry lemonade and
Spotted cow. Spotted cow.
whatever.
I see fruit punch.
No, we're gonna get you drinking. To a degree. I know C's gonna be there. We can't let you go off the rails. Can't let you go off the rails too much. It's not like we need to go anywhere. If we get hungry, we can cook something.
Huh. First time drinking or what? Christ.
Went down the wrong pipe.
Have to bring some Zups Polish and all that fun stuff too. 'Cause it has like what, a kitchenette thing, right?
No, it's a full kitchen, dude.
Well, again,
Each room sleeps 6, 2 of which are actual legit bedrooms. And a full kitchen. So, and I'm not familiar with the the lows at Chicago O'Hare. Pulling out random stuff that we've seen, Dave.
This is truth.
That's the superpower, isn't it?
This is truth. That is why you are the hockey oracle.
Only because you said what they are.
Nope.
And the
I've
only
got-
reason that I know Dave.
I've got a good memory.
Oh, shine.
Shine is good.
I know I gotta. Rare that I get comments on videos, like anything I show other than, again, I don't need them. Like the just because of the Brad package, which you always hope for that for, I don't know, people to show their appreciation for Brad. But one of the, and I don't know, it's got to be a Brodeur guy on Instagram that once in a while dabbles on YouTube. But he commented on, what the hell was it? I think my 2020 acquisition video. I've got to find those. That's something them and Northcutt, I don't know where the hell those 3,200 counts are.
And speaking of Kerry Collins, I sent you the link to a card.
Oh, yes.
Do you have that?
I don't think I do, because that was what, that Hawaii
Yeah, it's one of the Hawaii Conference.
Hit Young
Number
thing.
Yeah, number to 15.
That was one I don't think I've got, because I didn't. I think McCown was like the only guy because I don't know if Northcutt even had any of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I mean, it was always something I'm like, if it was the right price, it was sort of like the Pacific when they went tits up, and then that Leximo out of Michigan would always have like the limited, the extreme limited, the 71, the 24 out of O2 Pacific. It was like each week they seem to have like the complete run of people. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to get both Danny Farmers. I don't want to get all the guys from 2000 that I collected. Then you have McCown, then you got Collins, and then there's like Brunel and all the other guys I liked. It's like, that's a lot of money when you start dishing it out for everyone. So you had to pick and choose, because then it's like, okay, if I'm going to collect McCown, I want to get that SP Authentic. And that was, of course, why wouldn't I buy it the fucking month or whatever, like to get rid of Plummer, and it's like, oh, I'll collect him now. That's a perfect time.
So of course, so he's got the O2 Contenders Hawaii Conference number to 15. He's got the O3 Contenders Hawaii to 25, and then he's got 2002 Score Originals Auto. It's Penn State uniform, but it's 32 of 100.
And that's out of 95 Score, the card.
Yep.
I collected him, Steve, because he was a drunk. I liked him in Penn State because, again, that team was awesome with Kajana Carter and Kyle Brady. But at 95, I'm a mere, 14, turning 15 as the season starts, year old. And that's like, that class was, for me, my favorite class of all time. Kajana, Collins, McNair, Mamula, Sapp, Terrell, Martin,
Brooks.
Yeah, I mean, you had so many guys.
Curtis Martian. Galloway. Wasn't Galloway 95?
Galloway, Westbrook, and Stokes. So, I mean, you had so many guys.
Yep.
So
Wasn't
I picked Kajana.
wasn't Baselli 95 too?
Baselli was 2. Collins was 3 or 3-4. One of the, there was Kajana Carter first. I remember that. And I like McNair. I love McNair watching those highlights and just watching him basically be the second iteration of Randall Cunningham. Running and just chucking it 70 yards. And I'm like, I'm going to collect those two. Buddy's like, I'm going to collect the receivers. Nobody really collected Collins. And that was the thing out of like the group of guys or the kids that I went to school with. Nobody collected them. One collected Terrell Davis, but he's more into Elway. I was still more into Favre and Natron. So, I mean, it was, at least you had then people that, and then one kid fucking loved the Cowboys. And so it was easy to figure out who you could trade with. So, but yeah, Collins. And then Northcutt followed him in Arizona. So, yeah, but I got to find those. Because that's something I want to do too, is put, probably be that 2-hour video, because it's grown in so much the last 10 years. But I remember the last Josh Johnson collection, like run through, that was, I think, like an hour and 46 minutes. And that was like 2013 or early 14. Because I think Ben Quigley had some sort of like contest thing, like who you collected. So I was like, I'm going to do a video for every guy that's a major PC guy. Because I know McCown was in there, Northcutt. I don't think Collins was in there. Johnson, I'd have to go back and look who even made the cut then. But yeah, that's something where at least I've got 5 boxes now, 5 2-rows, and then I'm sort of putzing around here now, trying to get that stuff sort of in order. So at some point in time, when there's a block of time to do that, that will be a long fucking video, and I'll probably, I don't know, probably have to be live because we get capped at the 1 hour mark for the box breaks at one time. So probably be live, and then I'll probably ignore comments just because I want to get through it, and it's going to take fucking an eternity. So
if you do the Johnson one, break it up. Or Collins, break it up.
Collins would, that first 3 years for sure. I know probably every year, but that 98 was not after he got into trouble. I think that was that helped him not have anything in 98. But yeah, like Brodeur, I've got to sort the collection a little better because I've got everything just sort of scatter shot in a couple boxes here. I got the Dumba stuff. I've got to, like you, Steve, I've got to fucking just put the shit away and cycle it into the collection.
Well, and of course, after this big, the big collection purchase, it's one of those in which I think I still have the stuff sitting out from either the Germany purchase or the other partial collection purchase late last year or whatever it was that I still haven't integrated. So it's like I started doing the PC Showcase videos, and it's like, crap, I've added, X amount of cards over the last 2 years, I'm going to have to pull down those videos and start again once I get shit integrated. Because I want it to be, as current as possible if I can work it that way. But that takes a lot of time.
Oh, I know. That's like with Vinny I said before. It's just you can go only so long, and then you just fucking. I don't want to look. I don't care. I don't care because I've spent 3 hours or 4 hours or 4 days, and you're just like, I've done all I can do. We're gonna push the reset button and come back to it in maybe a week, maybe 3 weeks, maybe a month. Just I need to pushing away from the buffet table. It's like you don't want to, but you have to.
Yeah.
So
Carlos, of course, knows too because he keeps stashing stuff in boxes outside of the stuff that he can stick in the Z folios or whatever that he has. But yeah, lazy cards are not going to organize themselves, unfortunately. It'd be nice if you could, wave a finger or whatever, and all of a sudden it's just all in its place. Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to throw a 20 down on him and just be like, figure it out, get in order.
But cataloging is still part of it though too. And for you, Dave, for instance, you still haven't fully cataloged anything.
No, I had that list on one of the old laptops, and that fucker went down, and that was all hand typed. Oh no, not even like a spreadsheet. It was like a Word document. Everything just typed out like a 10 or 12 point font, and it was. But that fucker didn't work, and you couldn't restore it without completely scrubbing the memory or scrubbing the system. I'm like, never again. But I don't say the perfectionist, but the collecting perfectionist in me is like, I need to. Because if I don't, especially with these like stupid little rainbows, I don't necessarily want to go after all of them. But if I've got the supers for some of this shit, or the finite prisms or whatever, like I've got to fucking go through and be like, what do I need? That's what I do with a lot of that ComC shit. I'm like, okay, I know a couple of Topps Chrome runs. I don't need much of the obviously high end type parallels. I need a refractor, the Old West, the sepia ones, something else like a blue, a green, some garbage fucking Coles refractor or whatever. I don't know. It's just like it. I'd rather do that, and that way you're not like, oh man, the blue refractor. I don't think I've got that. Then you buy that for like $4 off eBay or $5. That's like, well, not a lot of money, but you start spending $4 or $5 on shit all the time. It's like, well, I've already got it. I've already got it. I don't need it. Why? There's $25 gone. Not a lot, but again, that's for a decent little a card you can pick up for the PC instead of a few doubles or triples or quadruples or whatever. So
Yeah, that's why I stay away from all that. It's hard enough to keep track of one of everything.
I'm trying not to, Carlos. The AEW shit, and that's something for cards I've tried so hard to stay away from. Is wrestling. I'm like, I've already got enough wrestling shit. The figures, DVDs, videos. It's like there's a couple guys I looked at picking up right away. I'm trying to even remember who I picked up because I know I picked up some. Like John Silver would be one I'd like. And then Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs. Those are the three that I was like looking at. I'm Like I can't. I don't want to sit there and spend $100 on a Powerhouse Hobbs. I'd rather meet him for 25 or $30, get an 8x10 picture with him. That's sort of my wrestling thought process. So I know how much a lot of that shit goes for. I know it's come down to some degree, but I don't even want to begin to look because I know if I do, that's a slippery slope. It's like that turkey stuffing from the turkey's butthole. It's all slimy. I'm gonna slip fucking right in that rabbit hole. And I'm done. So, like, and again, I love an MJF, but that's fucking. What do I want? An MJF auto, or do I want him elegant? Him signing a picture, being a douche to me, and just like looking at me in an 8x10, probably flicking me off or something like he does. I'd rather have that than spend. God, it's got to be 500 plus, I bet, for an auto. I'd rather put that money to something I really want. Something that's like a lot rarer than a guy in his mid to late 20s auto. So, yeah. If things were different, if I didn't do wrestling DVDs, the figures, that shit, I'd probably be heavier into the cards. And I'm hoping at some point to meet him, but again, nothing's fucking been up here forever. The promotion out of Duluth hasn't done anything since February 2020, pre-COVID. So
Give it time, Dave. But give it time. Hopefully you'll get lucky.
I hope so. Or it's going to take me going down to like North Carolina for one of those big conventions with all the guys and be like, okay, there's like 12 people here that I want to meet. And a lot of them are near, if they're not near the end, that tread on the tire is getting pretty worn. One of them's down in DC's home state. He was a corrections officer or down there at or prison guard, something down there. One man gang. He's not doing real well. So that's one guy I'd like to meet because that's that character. The Akeem one, not so much. The one man gang one, a lot. As a kid, was fucking cool. Mohawk, tattoo on the side of your head, the jean jacket with the cut off sleeves, skull and crossbones, shit like that. That's awesome. The dude's big too, so he just squishes people. I mean, works for me. That's the problem. He's always out in fucking Jersey. It's great for you, Steve, because you're out that way. For me, being in bumfuck Egypt, I mean, it doesn't fucking. I gotta hope that somebody's down in Wisconsin or Minneapolis to really catch my fancy. I know Micah sends me folks that are going to be out in like North Dakota, but it's always in the fucking winter. I've told him, like, I'm not going out that way in the winter. That's just it's not good. I mean, if they got the fucking crossing guard things or the crossing arms to close the freeway because it's snowing so much and the wind is whipping across the fields and the plains, that's going to be my opportunity to get stuck out there. And there's going to be some sort of huge convention or something. Yeah, it's not much up this way. That's what I know. Manny does a lot of that shit out there too, at the conventions out in New Jersey. I know that's one of the posters he sent me a couple of years ago. I think it's Scott Hall and Kevin Nash autographed. But I still have it. I don't know if it's over there or not. Still in the tube because again, I gotta get some sort of framing.
Yeah.
But like we all have that problem with something or another. But frame, I did get a helmet case from Hobby Lobby.
See,
So
better half. He got a helmet case for the helmet.
yeah, no response. Like what the fuck? Yeah, she don't care. She's watching her
Sleeping.
stories.
No, she's sleeping.
It's that Hallmark type of year. Dave.
Yeah.
Time of year, I should say. Well, at least I could put that on the TV at night and stand it compared to some of the other stuff. Because what is it? Fallon and the guy after him. I just can't. I can't. Oh, rough, just rough.
As Dave disappears, what the hell? Going up on 2 hours in the show, about time close to wrap it up, and he decides to go off camera and mute. What the French toast?
You need it.
That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. That would require him to actually have a beer. All right, Dave, come back. Oh, we had to go get the poster. That's freaking cool.
Nash was doing something up here, like a tour. I just better half saw it on a billboard like twice and told me about it.
Yeah, that's pretty freaking cool.
Something you'll never be able to get again.
Exactly. Unless you
Nope.
buy it on the secondary market.
I'm still waiting to find a Bossy autograph cheap. That's one I'd like to get. And then I have his rookie, but it's rough. Real rough.
It doesn't matter. You still have one.
Yeah. So I can placeholder.
Yeah,
as we
there's
say.
there's always opportunities for later on. So, but Dave, I think we can tie a bow.
Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Chattering, asking questions, comments, all the fun that usually encircles this wonderful podcast and any specific Tuesday night. And without you guys, gals, folks, wouldn't go on. Make it easy for us. I'm thankful for you. So be thankful. I don't know. Count your blessings. Thursday. For us that are in the US of A. For those in Canada, do whatever you do. You had Thanksgiving in like October 1st or something like that. So Thursday is just another day for you guys. Like Steve said, you got a roof over your head, food in the fridge or the pantry that you can put on the table. You got work, and not like there's not any jobs out there, but just be thankful. So get your health about you and whatnot. Next week, I think I had the topic before, and then I'm like, fuck, it's Thanksgiving week. I gotta switch to the other topic. So next week it'll be, we caught it, which I don't know if anybody did. It was only up for a brief period, so we've already got.
Yeah, I missed it.
So did I.
It wasn't long. It was maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So, eat food, take a nap, watch football. Try
Drink beer.
to family that you like or dislike. I'd be thankful. So next Tuesday, 7:35 ish p.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be on.
Hopefully not as heavy on the ish next week.
Yeah. We'll try. We'll do what we can. If you don't like it, forget about it. Get some of that gabagoo.
We got a place to to stick that gabagool when those morons say it. I'm thankful for morons like that to insult my heritage.
Ay, ay, ay.
I'm not thankful for their parents not using Kleenex or somebody swallowing. That should have been long. They should have been long flushed away. Remember,
Mind-numbing.
send some money our way. See, there you go. Checks, cash, money orders, direct deposit, EMT. Well, just anything. Send money. We need to be compensated for these talents. So,
Or lack thereof.
Steve, for Rennie, I'm Dave. It's been the Insert Revolution podcast. Remember, collecting cards, absolutely wonderful hobby. Friendships that you forge while along your journey in this hobby, that's what really matters. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.